There's been this weird debate between dating apps versus social circle versus cold approach. Now, in this video, I want to answer this. Which one is truly better? We're going to break down the pros and cons of each. Which one takes the cake? Which one is truly the best? Let's start off with the most game-changing one of all, dating apps. Now, social circle and cold approach have been around for a decade plus now. So let's get into dating apps. Why are dating apps good and what are the cons of using them? Firstly, using dating apps, you can get a lot more mass. You can go through a lot more girls and get a lot more rejection, but also get a lot more wins, get a lot more girls into you. Reach out to girls that you couldn't connect with before with cold approach or social circle. You can spend a long time just swiping on your phone passively in your bed instead of having to go all the way to the club or to hit up Instagram to find a girl. It's also a lot more passive. It's something that you can sit on your ass and get matches. And you get more access to high quality women a lot sooner than you would maybe cold approach or social circle. Now, this is all barring the fact that maybe you don't have yet a good profile. Maybe you don't have good photos yet, which means that you got to start taking action to start really work on your photos. You got to take a lot of photos and learn how to edit and touch them up in a way that makes you look pretty, makes you puts out your best version of yourself out there for a girl to like you. So there is a lot of initial investment, but once it's up, it becomes a passive stream of income. So why wouldn't you do this? The cons are that you're gonna get rejected a lot, and for a lot of guys, this causes them to feel terrible. You start feeling ugly, which isn't the case. If you guys wanna learn more about this, I made a lot of videos about dating apps that explain the reason for this. But here's the thing, every guy gets rejected. Even the most handsome guys to the chads to the famous people, everybody gets rejected. And it's something you just got to get used to in terms of dating apps. In all these categories, you have to develop a thick skin. There's also a lot more competition. You're competing not against the guys in the club or the guys in your social circle. You're competing against the entire world, the entire area. Guys from hundreds of miles away to next door neighbors. Girls are not looking at you through attraction in a vacuum. They're looking at you in comparison to the other guys on the dating apps. So it's extremely competitive. The next one down is cold approach. Cold approach obviously is my favorite. It's the one that got me into this whole thing. I'm a dating coach. I've been doing this for a very long time. I've worked with such companies as Endless Options, RSD, Girls Chase, and I have a lot of other companies that I don't mention underneath my belt. I've been doing this for a very long time. I've coached thousands of clients in person and a lot more online. The good thing with cold approach is you can get immediate results. You can go out to the club and honestly, without too much effort, just get lucky and pull a girl home, which is nice. It's a really good place for a lot of people who are virgins or who have not had a lot of experience yet with the opposite sex. And I'll say this too, you will also develop a lot more social skills. It is necessary to develop these social skills in any field. If you have no social skills, you have no confidence, you're not gonna get girls. If you don't have options in women, you're not gonna get girls. You have to learn how to become a certain type of man, and women will viscerally throw this in your face. Every time you fuck up, they will let you know. There's gonna be rejection of rejection every time you fuck up, and it's gonna sit slowly, whittle you down, refine your personality and your character until you are that guy that girls find attractive. The cons are that this is a lot more visceral. The rejection hurts a lot more because it's face to face. Instead of it being online where it's a swiping or the girls are not liking you back, the girls can oftentimes be vicious and be very in your face. Girls are not known to be very forgiving for rejection. It also takes a lot of effort to go out every night or to go out 3 nights a week to go to the club. And then there's also barriers to entry. Let's say maybe certain clubs or certain places you might not be able to get into. Maybe you can't get into a certain club because you don't know the right people or you don't have enough money. Or let's say there's a table section and you don't know the right people to get into that table section. Or you, again, don't have the money to buy your way into a table section or not have enough girls to get you into that area. So there's women in certain areas that you can't connect with or click with. And the energy to get in there or get into those places is going to take some time and a lot of patience. But again, these are all things that you can build with consistent effort. And that rejection that you're so afraid of is actually good for you in the long haul. Though in the moment, you're afraid of it. And a lot of you guys are making excuses. I'm surprised at how many people watch this channel and don't go out and approach girls or don't go out and think critically. You don't go out because you're afraid of rejection. And because you're afraid of rejection, that's the same reason why girls don't like you. So you got to get used to it, man. Lastly, social circle. What are the pros and cons? The pros are with less game, you can get higher quality women. You get more attractive women because women usually date guys in their social circle. They date guys they're familiar with. And you can usually get a girl a point or two higher in attractiveness than you would out in doing cold approach or through dating apps. The problem is with this is that if you don't have baseline social skills or above average social skills, you can't develop a high quality social circle, let alone actually attract the girls in that social circle. Girls might hang out with you because you know somebody or because you make money, but you always get friend zoned and you get frustrated. I know so many guys who didn't learn game and try to skip straight to social circle and it just didn't fucking work. If you don't have the baseline game, if you don't have those skills, you can't get a social circle. And where are you going to find the social circle if you're also not getting yourself out there and talking to people? If you're not going out and cold approaching or meeting new friends, trying to hide in your mom's basement, how the fuck are you going to build a social circle? How are you skipping steps? Now, the ultimate question, which one is better? The answer is going to surprise you. The answer is all three. I've known too many dating coaches out there that choose one of the three and they say, this is the one way. This is the only way you're ever going to get good with women. But the best dating coaches I've ever seen merge all three. They merge all three and they find a way to make them into a cohesive system, a structure. This is how I teach my clients to do this. Through the act of building your dating apps, you're gonna improve your photos and also improve your text game. You're gonna get better at texting and messaging girls, and you're also gonna be improving your photos. Now, you can use those photos for your Instagram. As you take more and more photos, you get better at the angles, the lighting, the editing. You build better and better looking photos that rate better. You're rating the photos, you're putting them on Photo Feeler or Hot or Not. You're seeing what they actually are rating online. And as you get better and better at taking photos, the ratings go up and up and up. And as you work on maybe your style, as you work on your fashion, as you work on these other things, on your hygiene, the photos get better and better and higher quality. And now you can start adding these to your Instagram. So now guess what? Now, instead of taking a girl's phone number down, now you take down her Instagram. Now she can be like, oh, this is the guy I was talking to. Yeah, he looks like a cool guy. I would love to hang out with this guy again. Also, as you build your Instagram, this could be a landing page, not just for girls, but also for your social circle. Anytime you want to get an event going, you can do a bunch of private text to a bunch of people you care about. They're like, oh yeah, this guy, I love this guy. Yeah, let's go do this thing. You can invite a bunch of attractive girls and a bunch of cool ass guys to go off to an event. Or you can decide, hey, I got a table. Hey, who wants to come through on this table? And message up a bunch of pretty girls, asking a bunch of girls, hey, who wants to come through on this table with me? Who wants to come to the club with me? Hey, we're going to go do this event. Who's coming out tonight? Now, as you go out and game, you build your social skills. You develop that ability to know what to say texting wise on a dating app. And then once you get a girl on a date, your social skills are so refined, it's easy as fuck for her to fall in love with you and want to go home with you or date you or do whatever the hell you want with her because you become the man. And as you develop the social skills necessary to pick up girls in cold approach, it becomes easier to attract higher quality social circles to you, but also to become the leader of those social circles. And girls like leaders. They like the guy that is in charge. They like the guy that is confident, charismatic, and who is masculine. And you only develop that in a cold approach. And then as you go out and do cold approach, sometimes you're going to come across girls that just don't like you for a reason. They want to friend zone you. Oh no, a girl that wants to friend zone me. Oh no, this is terrible. No, this is even better than if she wanted to fuck you. You know why? Because a girl that can come into your social circle, that you can attract into your social circle, will get you laid more than if you just fucked her right here and then. If you fuck her now it's going to create a lot of extra complications. It's going to be hard to keep her around because now she's getting more emotional. But now if she's just a friend, guess what? Now you can take her out with you. Now you can invite her to events with your friends. Now you can hang out with her in the future. And now girls will see you with her pre-selection. Girls like guys that are surrounded by other girls. You're going to start getting chased by other girls. And the funny thing is about this, as you love being in the friend zone, she won't want you to be there and she'll start fighting for you too. And to be fair, I sleep with a lot of my friends. A lot of my female friends I end up sleeping with sometime or another. And if we don't, I'm cool with that too. I really like having female friends. But every time I go out with them and I'm out cold approaching and I'm surrounded by all these super attractive girls, it is so easy to pull in other women when this is the case. All right, guys, if you guys are interested in coaching, text me up at 702-841-9909. I do online coaching and in person, so text me there. Text me, coach me. Don't forget to like and comment in the video if you have any questions. And with that being said, peace.
Shell shocked like a Koopa Trooper. Everybody knows that I'm super Saiyan. I was born indestructible. Now I'm always going ham like a Lunchable.
I'ma stay running, this view is stunning. My blood is rushing, you got me blushing. I must keep trucking, won't catch me bugging.